it's Dan Acre, the Ops Manager at the Ontario Regiment Museum, and we're going to get to our brief discussions on some of the vehicles and some of the concepts that are behind these vehicles. Now, what I'm standing next to is I'm standing next to one of our Chieftains. This is a Chieftain Mk10. It is a wonderful tank, very heavy, a real slugger. But what's important about this is we're going to be talking a little bit about color. So you'll notice that most of the tanks we have are painted green. And green is one of the basic concept for camouflage. In Northern Europe and basically the Northern Hemisphere, you mostly have forests, grass, and green with blacks and other sorts of colors work well to camouflage the tank. However, we also have another Chieftain here, which is a Chieftain Mk10. And you'll notice that, this tank looks like it was assembled by a small child Lego who did not have the concept of matching colors. So we call it the Lego tank. However, this particular vehicle is actually camouflage. What happened was, during the Cold War, Berlin was actually in the middle of East Germany. So there was Warsaw Pact forces all around Berlin. And the garrisons of Berlin, which consisted of a French brigade, an American brigade, and a British brigade, in the parts of Berlin that were occupied by the Western powers after the war, they had troops there that basically were never going to fight, if a war broke out, outside of the city. So the British came up with this wonderful idea of creating an urban camouflage. And so what they did is they started marrying colors, for instance, brown for shadows, gray for stonework, white for concrete, and they basically created a disruptive camouflage that was used by the British vehicles in Berlin. So this is actually a fairly interesting official camouflage that's extremely rare. And it was only used by the British Brigade in Berlin. And so this is our Lego tank. Thank you.